people have heard of the Conjuring house because of the movie, but I wanted to find out what was actually true. My presentation argues that the Conjuring house is not truly haunted. Instead, its story was shaped by personal beliefs, media influence, and money. The reason I chose this topic because I always grew up hearing scary stories about the Conjuring house, and at first I honestly believed it might have been real. But I started researching and my view began to change. I realized the story didn't completely make sense. This presentation is basically a summary of everything I learned this semester about the truth behind the house. One of my sources focused on how media shaped the story. The Conjuring movie added scenes that were over-exaggerated and made people think the house was way more haunted than it really was. For example, since the release of the first movie, a series of movies began making huge profits. Another source I used was that the Conjuring house is used for mass profiting. Since the release of movies, many people started to want to visit the actual house, making profit out of it. This picture shows how the Conjuring house invites people to join them in their tour guide. Ed and Lorraine Warren were famous paranormal investigators who studied the Conjuring house. The reports and interviews made the house more famous and inspired the movies. Many skeptics questioned their claims, saying the stories were exaggerated and unverified.
There's a high chance that Ed and Lorraine Warren are frauds. A lot of people that have interacted with the Warrens have said that they have questionable ethical behavior. The Perron family, who The Conjuring is about, have claimed that the Warrens ended up exaggerating or just completely fabricating a lot of the details about their case. A lot of people were really skeptical about them, so the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry, which I didn't know was a thing, looked into a lot of their cases. After examining their cases, they concluded that Ed and Lorraine Warren lack evidence in most of their claims. They argue that the Warrens were more interested in publicity than actually having true cold hard.
This video shows how the Warren story also shows how authority and personal belief influence public precipitation. People trust their account even without scientific proof, which helps explain why so many people believe the house is actually haunted. In conclusion, my research changed the way I think about the Conjuring house. At first, I believed the stories, but now I know there's little evidence. The legend grew because people believed it, Hollywood exaggerated it, and business made money from it. This project taught me to question what I hear and look deeper into the truth behind its stories.